And I'm back. And we are just going with a little bit of a smaller break on this one. Once again, I had some bigger plans for breaks this weekend, but my oldest cat, well, our newest cat, but our oldest cat, Grandpa, had different plans for me and my spending this weekend. So he is now in the vet for a few nights under observation for some like stomach and intestinal problems that we're hoping can be remedied and not cost me a fortune. But for right now, that means I just grabbed one of my NXT boxes out of my case that's in my locker at the shop, and I figured I would go with another Walking Dead to go against that. There's only like 5 more of these Walking Dead packs in the shop, and even though last time it wasn't a very impressive auto, I still like these encased autos that they have in there. The kid that we hit last time, I should have brought that one out here while I was doing this. The kid that we hit last time, he was like the youngest son of that family that Rick was trying to help in Alexandria, and they all had to walk through the zombies covered in blood. And then the kid started whining and crying, and then the zombies attacked him, and then the mom got attacked, and then Rick cut the mom's arm off. I watched his death because it was like, yeah, that's a pretty cool death. So that one, not the most impressive auto, but still kind of cool to have. I like Walking Dead autos, so I might as well get a few more. So here we are. We have, I decided to go with a different background this time, so I grabbed a few of my TNA DVDs that I've been working through over the last few months just to watch some of the old classic stuff, see back when Jeff Jarrett wasn't completely useless. But so here we go. NXT Walking Dead. I think we're gonna save the Walking Dead one for the second, so we'll put him up here, or we'll put the Walking Dead somewhere. We'll just kind of lay the Walking Dead one. Okay, we'll just leave him beside Vision instead. All right. So there we go. Those are some pretty good TNA DVDs. Like years ago I ordered the those brown bag specials that they had on TNA, and I've got the funniest story on that, and I don't know if it's gonna be too long for on here, but I can quickly tell you the story while I'm breaking into these packs right now. TNA, one day, like I'd ordered their the brown bag specials, I think once or twice. I had a friend in the US that was shipping stuff to me, so I ordered a couple brown bag specials to them, and like oh god, I'm tired. Okay, so I had 2 different issues with TNA with their online ordering. One of the times it was that they had free international shipping, so I grabbed a bunch of brown bag specials, and then it didn't go through. And I kept trying, and I kept trying, and I kept trying. And then by the time I finally got a hold of somebody, like in their customer service, because I'm on a completely different time zone as them, the 24 hours of free international shipping thing was over. So I had to fight with them on that to get them and tell them, like, come on, like your system should show you that I was at least trying to put an order through. And I did. I ended up getting the free international shipping out of them, which I don't think they were too happy about, because it probably cost them more to ship to me, like, because they use FedEx as well. It cost them more to ship those brown bags, and probably the brown bags were even worth. But hey, when you offer free shipping like that, that's what you're supposed to get. But the other one was hilarious, because I ordered 3 brown bag specials. My friend messages me and says, hey, your brown bag special from TNA arrived. And they laid out a picture with one bag, like 4 DVDs or 3 DVDs, 1 t-shirt, one banner, and 1 shirt, banner, DVDs. What else was in there? Oh, and 1 action figure. But I'd paid for 3. So I contacted their customer service, stayed up until like 1 a.m. here in Taiwan to contact their customer service, which is like 1 a.m. here is like, I think 11 a.m. there or something like that. So I'm calling, where is it, Tennessee? Yeah, I'm calling Tennessee to let them know, like, listen, my order got messed up. And I get a hold of like whoever the woman is on their customer service line, and so I tell her what happened, and she's like, oh god, that's happened a few times. And then she's like, well, can I have somebody call you back? And I was like, listen, I'm in Taiwan. So I'm having the stuff shipped to a friend in the US, but I'm in Taiwan. It's 1 a.m. here. I would really like to get the stuff settled now. So what they did was they quickly checked the system. They're like, yeah, you paid for 3. And they're like, you're sure you only got 1? And I'm like, yeah, I've got the picture right here. So I emailed her the picture and said, this is what showed up. And then they checked their system, and their system showed that, yeah, they had only sent me out 1. So she's like, well, we can send you out a few more. She's like, but I want to make sure that you get some good stuff. So she's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the warehouse guy make up your order right now. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And then she's like, can you hold the line? So I'm like, yeah, no problem. So they put me on hold, and I had to listen to, I don't even remember. I think it was Dueling Banjos from Deliverance or something like that. But so I'm on there. I know this story's going to get long. So I'm on, and all of a sudden this guy answers. And like, I'm Canadian, I live in Taiwan, talking to somebody in, I'm positive it's Tennessee, isn't it? This guy's accent was hilarious. I was dying. And he just answers the phone. He's like, yeah, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, I don't know who you are, but I have a problem with my order. He's like, oh, yeah, you're the guy that didn't get his stuff. He's like, let me make sure that I'm going to get you some stuff. He's like, I'm going to make sure that you get what you need. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, so where are you calling from? And I was like, Taiwan. He went absolutely insane. He couldn't believe that I was calling from Taiwan. And he couldn't even say Taiwan properly. It was like Tuan or something like that, the way he was saying it. I'm dying laughing listening to this guy about how excited he is about talking to somebody in Taiwan. And then he wants to make sure that I get the best set possible. So he's like, hold on, I'm going to head over to the DVDs. So he goes over to the DVD section, and he starts asking me, like, well, what DVDs do you need? And I'm like, well, I kind of like the surprise of the brown bag special. Like, that's part of the whole deal. And he's like, okay, well, you tell me what eras you need and what wrestlers you like. So I'm like, okay, I need DVDs from, like, these 3 certain years that I haven't gotten from you guys yet. And he's like, okay. So, and then he's asking me, like, who's your favorite wrestler? Who do you really, really like? And I'm like, well, Raven is my big one. I like Beer Money. I like all that stuff. So he's like, okay. And he starts, like, going, and he's like, how many DVDs am I supposed to get you? And I'm like, I guess, like, 4 for each box. So I guess that would be, like, 8 DVDs I'm shorted. So he ends up where he's like, do you need anything from like 2007 or something like that? And I was like, I only have 1 from that year. Honestly, I can't remember exactly what the year was that he had asked me, but I was like, I have 1 from that year. So like any of the other ones you can throw in, like toss them in. He's like, okay, I'm just going to throw them all in. And I'm like, what? He's like, I'm just going to toss them all in. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, so you have 1 from that year. He's like, so you've got like 11 DVDs here or 10 DVDs here. And then he's like, what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to toss in another one from here. He's like in a best of Raven. I'm going to throw in this. He ended up tossing in like 14 DVDs. And then he's like, hold on, I got to get over the t-shirt area. So he's like, you can hear him running through the warehouse. And he's like hauling ass through the warehouse, trying to get over to the DVD or to the t-shirt area. And then I told him, I said, I kind of want, that's cool. That's like a piece of a card. Good cutting. All right, so then he's at the t-shirt area, and I'm like, surprise me. I'll give you he's like, give me your top, because I think I was supposed to get 1 t-shirt or 2 t-shirts. I don't remember how many t-shirts are supposed to be in those packs. But he's like, give me like your top 6 wrestlers. So I'm like, okay, like Beer Money, the Dudleys, Raven, AJ Styles, Gail Kim. And he's like, hold on, let me see. And then all of a sudden he's like, okay. He goes, those are your top 8? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, got them all. Let's go. And then he's like, let me get to the toy section. I'm like, oh my God. And then when he's in the toy section, I'm just going to start flipping through these, see what we got while we're talking. When he gets to the toy section, he's like, okay, so Raven's your favorite. He's like, I got 2 Raven figures here, 2 different ones. Those ones are going in your box. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, what else you want? And I'm like, that's all you're supposed to give me. He's like, no. We messed you up. You're in Taiwan. I don't want you feeling bad about what we gave you. So he starts throwing in stuff. And then he ended up putting it through. They felt bad that they screwed me over. They ended up shipping it to Taiwan for me. They ended up shipping me about, who's this one? Eddie Dennis, Silver Parallel. They ended up shipping me more than 3 like brown bag specials worth of stuff for the price of 2 with free international shipping on top of that. I ended up with, and the banners too. he asked me if I wanted banners of the wrestlers or of the knockouts. And I was like, I wouldn't mind one or two of the knockouts. He sent me an entire set of knockout banners. Every single banner the knockouts had in that warehouse, he threw them all in there as well. All right, there we go. Another one of our rookie cards, silver parallels. So yeah, that's, I still remember, like, TNA customer service, quite possibly the greatest customer service I've ever had, because they just, the guy in the warehouse, as he's running through the warehouse telling people to get out of his way, he's like yelling at people, you gotta get out of my way. I'm talking to a guy in Taiwan. We gotta get his order filled. We gotta get it in the mail to him as soon as we can. It's a long way for his order to go. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to ship it all the way over here. But they did. And like half these DVDs, I've got a huge collection of the DVDs from them. Half the DVDs that I got from them, is that Gibson Silver Parallel. Half the DVDs came from that box that they sent to me after they screwed up my order. But it's like, the DVDs were cool, the shirts were cool, everything. The entire set of the banners was cool as well. And I think he threw in one or two other things. I can't remember what else they tossed in, but there was a couple other freebies in there. Ilya Dragunov Silver Parallel. Yeah, he threw in so much stuff. Like, just, I swear he probably got in trouble in the warehouse after that for how much crap that he sent to me. But yeah, they sent me so many things. And the DVDs have sat here for so long. Like, once in a while I'd watch a match or two on one of the DVDs, but I never really sat down and went through the shows that much. But in the last while, like before Raw and SmackDown started getting better again there, when there wasn't much to watch, like AEW just doesn't do it for me that much. WWE for the longest time wasn't. When they messed with NXT and turned it into this NXT 2.0 stuff, I would just download and watch a few matches here and there, and that's it, and not really bother with everything. There's a nice Big E Silver Parallel. And it just didn't do much for me, so I needed something to watch. So I was just like, screw it. Like, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to start watching the TNA DVDs. Can't tell. Is that a Silver Parallel? No, because our name's not in gold. I always forget. I just got to look to see if the name's gold if I can't figure out if it's a Silver Parallel or not. Oh, so yeah, I'm about 11 or so of my DVDs in so far. I actually sold a bunch to one of my friends a while ago too, because I wasn't watching them and he needed them for a set. So I've got holes in my collection right now as well, which I kind of wish I hadn't gotten rid of them, but he really wanted them for his brother, and his brother really wanted that type of stuff, so I helped him out. Okay, so it looks like we have, I can't tell if that's an auto or, is that 2 cards stuck? Okay, we have an auto card. Okay, finally. I didn't want to come on this video and start complaining, but I am getting so freaking tired of, we're going to put Big E on the back of this one for good luck. Even though Big E might not be the best luck right now the way he is, but all right, we have an auto. I really was hoping that there'd be an auto in this one, because you guys are probably sick and tired of listening to me complaining about the sticker autos on the parallels. But in all truth, like, come on. Like, you know that on-card auto, we'll put Sami Zayn in front of our parallel there, or our relic. Everybody knows, come on, like, the best deal that you can get is an on-card auto. Like, I just do not want a ton of sticker autos on parallels. I want on-card autos. So, okay, let's go through our parallels we've got here first. Hopefully that rambling that I did got us through it nicely. All right, Dave Mastiff, 17 out of 99 parallel. We'll put him in front of Brother Devon. All right, we've got a red parallel out of 199 of Roderick Strong. That's nice. That's the 1 out of 1 that I have. So I've got the 1 out of 1 of that parallel here. So a rainbow wouldn't be bad for that. All right, our green parallel, we have, that is, how come I can't read that very well? Yelisa Leon. All right. Yelisa Leon, that one is a new name for me on that one. So that's from the NXT 2.0, so that's probably why. And our 149 is a Sami Zayn. Nice. Not bad parallels. Dave Mastiff is a cool one. Sami Zayn, of course, is always cool. A Roderick Strong and the Ulyssa Leon one there. Alright, so not bad for parallels, one of each of those colors. Let's see what we have here for our relic. Okay. I think our relic goes this way. So we got Sammy upside down on the relic. Our relic we have here is Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, this set, I remember, we were trying to figure this out, or at least I was trying to figure this out last time, was that, like, the base cards of this set are a lot of the guys' older names, and then any of the hits seem to have their newer names on them. So on this one, he's Ludwig Kaiser, and now I'm blanking on what he is before he's Ludwig Kaiser. Non-numbered on that one, but that's okay. I like Imperium, I like that stuff, and the fact that I have an auto coming here is always super, super, super nice. Looks like we're just doing a base auto here, though, but we have a Santos Escobar. Nice, that would be one that I would have been looking for, too. Escobar would be a nice one to add to the collection. Unnumbered. Now, I guess no numbered auto and no numbered relic on this one. I guess that would be a little bit of a meh box, but I don't have a Santos Escobar. I don't think I have anything Santos Escobar yet. So that would probably be my first Escobar auto that I have. So there we go. I haven't been watching the screen. I hope I'm not blocking stuff with my arms while I'm chatting away with myself here, but not a bad box. Like I got an auto. I'm glad to add to my auto collection and not my auto relic collection there. So Ludwig Kaiser, that's a pretty cool relic to go into the relic pile. A Santos Escobar auto. I've been wanting a Santos Escobar auto for a while from a few of these sets, and I haven't hit any, so that's a nice one to get. And the Roderick Strong and the Sami Zayn, I know they're the higher numbered of the parallels up there, but those are cool parallels to get. I have a little Sami Zayn collection that I've been keeping for a while anyway, so that kind of adds to it. So, not a bad box. For the price, I think some people would argue that that wasn't really the best for the price of the box compared to what came out of it, but for some people, not too bad. Like I said, Escobar is one that I would like to actually have a small PC of, and I don't have much Escobar, so I'm not going to say that that's a bad one to get. All right, let's jump into our Walking Dead. Let's see if Walking Dead can redeem us a little bit here, but like I said before, there's so many autos, I think, in this Walking Dead autograph collection that who knows who you're going to get sometimes. So we have a Nicholas. All right. Nicholas. Oh, yeah. It doesn't tell us who Nicholas... It's a 1 out of 1. Jesus. Okay. So let's not complain too much. Whoever this Nicholas dude is, that's a 1 out of 1. All right. I'm going to have to figure out who Nicholas is. Looks like someone from, I would guess, just from the background behind him, that's possibly from Alexandria or something like that, I would guess. Oh, I should have had my phone in here. Do I have my phone in here? No, I don't have my phone in here again. God damn it, every time I do this, I forget to bring my phone in so I can look up who these people are. Okay, whatever this one is, like, who knows? I have no idea who this guy is, really. I would have to look it up. To me, he looks like he would be one of those guys at the... Oh, what was that place called? That train station that everybody ended up at where they were like killing and eating people. Maybe he's one of the guys from there. Who knows? I'm going to have to look this one up, but there we go. I have hit a 1 out of 1. I've only opened 2 of these Walking Dead boxes so far, and there is a nice 1 out of 1 on that one. So, yeah, I will be looking this guy up and checking it out. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments of if you know who this guy is and what storyline or from Walking Dead he's from, but that is a beautiful hit. So I would have to say that no matter who this guy is, that hit outshines what was in the NXT box. Like, even though he's not a big name, like it's not a Negan or a Rick or a Carl or any of those ones, but at least it's a 1 out of 1. I ain't gonna complain about a 1 out of 1. That thing's been sitting on the shelf. What year is this from? 2018. That's been sitting on the shelf here in Taiwan for 4 years now, until I finally was, well, not dumb enough to buy it, but smart enough to decide I'm gonna try something else different. So, okay, there we go. Let's zoom in here on our hits for a second. Sami Zayn, Dave Mastiff, Roderick Strong, and what's that name again? Yelena Leon. There we go. That is our parallels. Our main hits is a base Santos Escobar auto and a base Ludwig Kaiser. And over to The Walking Dead, we have Nicholas, whoever the hell Nicholas is, and we have the absolute 1 out of 1 of that card. So I would say that's pretty good. Maybe my TNA collection here, my combination of Sting, Raven, Rhino, the Dudleys, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, and Double J Jeff Useless. Maybe that brought me some luck. I don't know. Maybe it was Juggernaut, and maybe it was Vision that helped me out on that one as well. But hey, a 1 out of 1 hit of anything you can't complain about, because no matter what, it's the only one. Okay, that's it for me. I'm a little bit happier after an awful weekend with my cats, and I don't know when I'm going to be breaking next, because it seems like another one of our cats is going to be going in for possible surgery. So that's going to be knocking down my breaking a little bit here and there, but stay tuned. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back on my computer. I did this before about a month ago. I'm going to go back on my computer and dig out a bunch of my old breaks. When I used to break like live in the groups like Wrestling Cards and Collectibles and a few other groups on Facebook. Different style break where you have to look at my ugly face and listen to me just ramble on about stuff. But I do know a lot of my breaks. I saved the videos for a lot of my breaks, and I have a bunch of the ones where I hit 1 out of 1s and I hit some really cool cards on the WWE stuff. So I'm going to try and dig out one of my old either Undisputed or NXT breaks, and I'm going to get that up probably within about the next week until I can finally stop paying vet bills on these cats and maybe get a box or two here and there. But I do get paid this week, so once I figure out the vet bills, maybe I will grab another box or two. I'm thinking of grabbing the last couple of Walking Deads and just doing a Walking Dead marathon of breaks, but I don't know. That 1 out of 1, I don't know if we can beat that, but we could if we get a Negan. Even if it's a Negan out of 10,000, it's still a Negan. So that's it for me. So just stay tuned to whatever I throw up. There will be breaks coming, I promise you. They may be classic breaks, the classic. They may be older breaks. Classic, I guess, is how I feel about them, but they might be older breaks, but at least they're cool breaks to see, and there'll be some cool cards in there for everybody to check out. So that is it. There's my hits. Escobar, Kaiser, and my 1 out of 1 Nicholas. Not too bad. Okay, that's it. See you guys on the next one. Whatever my next live one is, hopefully it won't be too long before I get to do another one. But if not, like I said, just subscribe, check out the channel, and I'll get some of my classic stuff up here as well so that we don't lose out on breaks. Be warned, the classic breaks probably have a lot more swearing in them because I was just always making fun of people and complaining about a lot of stuff like I always do. So that's it. See you guys on the next video. Have fun breaking. Have a good day, evening, night, whatever it is for you guys. And I already said have fun breaking. I did that out of order. Okay, that's it. See ya.